Hello again. I'm back with the symptoms this time. Not just the experience, but the symptoms. Okay? So, with a breech baby, the things that I've learned are a very big difference between the two. Okay? Because I had 2 regular head down pregnancies. And I'm having a breech baby. So much fun. Kind of grateful for it at this point, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. And if you understand why, it's the fact that, like, I didn't want a C-section. Obviously, no one really wants, like, a lot of people don't really want a C-section unless you've had one before and you were like, cool, let's just do it again. That's great. I know some people like that. But, like, the only reason why I would have wanted a C-section is because my last childbirth was traumatizing. Okay? It's horrible. And I was terrified to do it again. I didn't want to do it again. I wasn't supposed to. But then getting my tubes tied. Those are the only 2 reasons why I would have wanted a C-section. But then I find out that, breech, right? So I'm like being told that the likelihood of a breech baby ever, specifically by my doctor, being delivered, it's not high. He was like, I don't feel typically very comfortable trying to deliver breech babies. He was like, I prefer to do a C-section. So we're going to end up doing a C-section if your baby's still breech by 36 weeks. And I was like, okay, cool. Whatever. That's fine. I get it. But what really made me feel at ease about a C-section is the fact that the symptoms of a breech baby are miserable. Okay? I'm not saying this to scare anybody, okay? I'm really not. It's just you never see any videos like this, and I want people to understand that it's gonna feel different, okay? It's gonna feel different. So, baby's head is right here, okay? I try not to touch on it too much because he gets pissed off when I do. And, it's miserable. Because not only, like I said in the previous video toward the end, when his feet move, it's like I can feel it in my vagine, okay? It's a very weird feeling. It's almost like a tickling feeling, but like also kind of painful. It's almost like a lightning crotch type of vibe, but it's like a tickle. It's a very weird feeling. Not a good feeling, I will say that. But then you have the, when he pushes, like with a normal baby, when they're head down and they kick, like it might hurt your ribs and stuff. Like, yeah, it's understandable. I had bruises under my boobs and where my ribs are because my kids would kick so hard, right? But the heaviest part of a baby is their little noggin, okay? That's why when it's pushed on your cervix and they drop down, like my baby already technically should have been, but they don't drop down in place like they're supposed to when they're breech, right? Because it's their feet down there. When it's their head down there, the weight of their head pushing on the cervix will help the cervix to dilate and thin and prepare you for labor. With feet down there, it ain't doing really nothing, okay? But the heaviest part of their little body is up here. And when their little feet go, and they kick off, not only does it automatically give you lightning crotch and butt cramps, for me at least, but it also makes me literally, I will just straight up pee myself because I cannot, like there's no stopping that. When it's just their head down there putting pressure, they don't directly kick your bladder. He has directly kicked my bladder, I don't know how many times, and I have nearly peed myself. Luckily, I wear panty liners to prevent that from happening, if it happens. But there ain't no stopping it. There's no stopping it. It just happens, and you can't stop it, okay? When he kicks off, the head goes boom. I have had my boobs literally jiggle, 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 because he kicks so hard and his head hits so hard. that not only does he hit into my rib cage, but he hits into my boobs, because I don't have like the perkiest boobs after 2 kids, right? Well, it has caused so much pain and discomfort when he does that it literally takes my breath away, because he just right up in here with his head. It feels like I just got like a baseball bat, or someone just threw a softball at my chest. Which I played softball before. It's not fun. And you're just, okay, I can breathe. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's fine. Genuinely takes your breath away for a hot minute. And it's fine, because you can breathe again. It's cool. But just be prepared for that. It's not a fun feeling. The other thing is, I have noticed that with a breech baby, they like to settle more, because the heaviest part of their body, it goes with the gravity of things, like, or the way you're laying. If you're laying on your right side, the baby will lean to the right. And when you go to get up, it hurts like hell, because it's like, I can't even express the feeling of when that baby is like, all the heaviest parts of them are like all in one space, and you try to go and get up and walk. It's agonizing, bro. Like, that's all I have to say. It's agonizing. And I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to be honest here. Maybe it's just because I'm so small. I'm like so compact through the midsection that babies are not meant to be in here. And maybe that's all it is. Maybe if you have more space, it's easier. I don't know. I can only speak on my experience, okay? But I would rather go back and experience my son's pregnancy, like my pregnancy with my son, which was miserable. I thought I was miserable then. I was not miserable then, okay? When contractions happen, it's even more painful than anything I experienced with my other 2. Like, for some reason, the contractions hurt so bad, and like, it feels like you can't breathe for a hot minute while the contractions are happening. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the baby is just like so big, and it's like it's squishing him in his little legs, and then when he gets released from that, he just starts going ape shit, He doesn't like that at all. But it's just, there's a lot of things that come with all of this. Like, the baby doesn't drop like normal. Like, when they're supposed to drop into your pelvis lower, with a normal head down baby, you get the relief and pressure gone. You don't get that with a breech baby, because their feet are just down there, or their butt, however the baby's sitting. And you still have the head up here, preventing you from being able to take a good deep breath. And it doesn't change, because the baby really can't get lodged in there, which sucks. But let's just say, needless to say, this has given me a lot of, like, I guess, relief about a C-section. It has made me actually want a C-section. It has made me feel at peace about it. And I'm looking forward to it now. I have an ultrasound on Wednesday that I'm paying for out of pocket, because my insurance only covers 2. Stupid. And I'll be able to find out where the umbilical cord is. Be able to find out how big the baby's projected weight is, because I still have no idea. And then the next ultrasound I'll be getting is at 36 weeks. I haven't seen my baby since 20 weeks. So I would like to know what he looks like, It's going to be 3D, 4D ultrasound, and I'm excited. But also I think that the reason why I have the worst acid reflux ever is because of his head being up in here and putting so much pressure on all of those things. So that might be a symptom too. I have no idea, because no one ever talks about this. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I did not mean to scare anybody. But I hope you have a blessed experience and you have a blessed day. Love y'all, and good luck.